Good afternoon. Today is September the 27th. Happy Monday. It's Monday. Yay. Well, it's been a while since I posted any video to my channel. I do apologize. The main reason was because my younger kid, Marcus, was not feeling well. And as some of you probably know, when young children like get sick, they demand a lot of attention, and therefore I have spent the majority of my time caring for the future hope of human society, and that's where my time measure mostly went. And thankfully they are getting better. Mom has done a fantastic job taking care of the little kids. So today, here I am, coming back to the market, doing analysis. I hope you guys don't miss me much. I guess, the all 14 of you who subscribe to my channel wouldn't even notice that I haven't posted for a while. Because that's just what it is. But I guess I didn't really miss much since the last few days. If you've been actively trading or, paying any attention to the market, it wasn't very, very happy. It wasn't a very, how should I say it? What's the word? It's not very bullish at all. If you look at the day chart, the trend is in fact not very promising, because we're still in a very sort of significant downward trend on the daily time frame, which is pretty significant. If we actually switch to weekly time frame, you can even see this more clearly. We got the highs here, right? Blah 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 blah, boo, blah blah blah, beep, blue blue blue. But the good thing is, it appears that the support at around 43,000, it's super strong. We almost broke 40,000. We broke 40,000 for a brief period of time, but the price quickly got put back up to 40,000, and now stabilizing at around 43,000. This is, I would say, is not too bad of a sign, but it doesn't mean that we are completely out of the danger. Just based on charting, analysis. Some people believe this shit, believe it or not. We probably will see another down for, just, given how, look at this, this tick, this shadow here. And we'll just have to be careful. I would not recommend any of you, it's probably not the best time to take the remortgage on your house and then get into Bitcoin. You should never do that, by the way. Please do note that what I'm saying here in this channel is mostly for my own reference only. It's not intended to be used as financial advices. Please do pay attention. Investing or speculating is super risky. Don't put your retirement money into this. It's just not worth it. All right. So after we clear it up, let's dive into Bitcoin and see if there's any opportunity for us to trade this week. We were just looking at the daily time frame. I don't know, there's not a lot to do here, because look at this, right? Look at this. It's very nice that it got quickly pulled back up, but we have been going up and down here in this near the support line here, and it's not surprising if the price breaks the support a couple more times. And given how the external financial markets are fluctuating as well, Nasdaq is not doing very well, right? If we take a look at that, so on the daily time frame, the Nasdaq is definitely on this very strong downward trend. Gold, not doing very well either. And at the same time, a lot of these, commodities are going up like crazy, like soybean futures. There's also, crude oil. It's higher than previous month. And what I'm saying really is, although I'm the guy that does pure technical analysis, at times I do look at how the rest of the world is functioning, given how fluctuating or the way that the commodity market is doing most recently. I would be very, very cautious to go long for Bitcoin. And the main reason behind that was, how people speculate on Bitcoin, right? People who are, so the money is not here for the long run, for majority of them, right? There are holders, there are people who hold for extended period of time, like a couple of years, but they are definitely not the majority who invest in Bitcoin. All right, most people are like me. We go in at the price when the price is low, and then we quickly sell when the price reaches a certain level, and then do that over and over again, hoping to get profits out of this fluctuating market. But at the same time, we're doing this because we have extra money to put into this market. But if we're seeing the commodity market exploding like that, what's going to happen? The money will probably be not going into Bitcoin, like these risky investment vehicles as much. Like a lot of the hot cash will be flowing somewhere else. So, and Bitcoin is like, if you ever paid attention to what Bitcoin looks like, right? The graph, it's super sensitive to the amount of available cash in the market. And in a hot commodity market, there's definitely not going to be a lot of cash available. And therefore, there's higher probability for Bitcoin to continue to go low, even though we are not seeing it yet in the chart. But that's just my own speculation. Like, it's a very, very wild guess. Do not action on it, because remember, we only, if there's anything that makes sense, let's do price action. Let's long or short the market based on what we're seeing here, because that's what makes more sense, not just when you hear some random guy from the internet having this YouTube channel that has only 14 subscribers telling you, okay, it's time to sell your Bitcoin because blah, 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 blah. Don't do that, all right? Formulate your own opinion about the market and stick to it. At least you need to operate consistently. That's how you make money, and that's how you make profit, right? If you don't have one, then try to figure one out, because otherwise you'll be just listening to random people talking about the market, and then you never have your own system, and that means that sooner or later you're gonna lose all of your money. I'm not kidding here, right? So having said that, let's come back to the chart. Look at Bitcoin from a 4-hour time frame and see if there's anything that we can do. Probably in the short term. Probably in the shorter term, if there's any opportunity for us to make a smaller profit. Small profit is still profit. $20, right? Just in these kind of market, what I'm looking for really is opportunity to go in, make a quick profit, and then get out, right? I don't intend to stay long in this market unless the trend is much more clear. Okay, so that's our intention for probably for this week and next week. Just make sure that you have enough cash on your hand to invest if there's a major dip, and don't go all in one direction, and always set your stop loss, right? That's what we should do. So on the 4-hour time frame, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? There's this pretty obvious bottom, like a support here, and then there's this sort of up and down support resistance line here. Just looking at the chart, right, with your bare eyes. You don't need me to tell you why this is the case, because you can see it. If you can't see it, I don't know what to say, because I really don't. I can't help you here. All right. So this is the all right. So it's 3 parts here, and this is a line right here. This is the 4-hour time frame, and unfortunately, the chart is not doing very well. But what are we gonna do here, right? What's gonna happen next? I actually don't know. What I will be hoping for is if this support line at 43,000 can hold, and when the price gets pulled back up, it can probably go up and down like this, consolidate a little bit. Even like this, a market like this will still there are still opportunities to make a profit if you do great, right? You buy here, you sell here, and then do that a couple of times, and then you can safely net yourself a couple $1,000s of profit. But if it goes down here, then it's a different story. Then we'll have to look at maybe another test of the 40,000 support. But right now, what I would be hoping, at least I will be waiting for, is something like this, right? Just because we had this here, and there are probably going to be a lot of people shorting Bitcoin right now. It's just maybe the price will bounce a little bit like this. The probability is slightly higher that way. Okay, so let's switch to 15. And okay, this is ugly, right? This is ugly. This is definitely ugly. So maybe what you're looking for is, given how things are, because we got pulled back up now, what I'll be doing is I will wait for the price to hit 43,000, and then I'll bet near this area that price will go up a couple more rounds before it gets pulled back. But then even if just like this, if you remember what I just said, it's a very healthy $600 profit. Look, I'm down to earth, right? $600 is still good profit. And if you can make $600, on every day, that's still a very nice profit. And looks like the support is working, because if you can take a look at this, right? We can even zoom in a little bit, right? Look at this. So this is definitely working. It's definitely working. But I wouldn't get in right now. I would either wait for the price to come here, so at 43.2, or I'll wait for the price to come down here. I actually like it here better, because the trend will be much more clear this way, right? So it's gonna be a this is gonna be a kind of a W bottom. Look at this, right? It's just kind of a W bottom here, and This is actually a W, right? Yeah. It's not a W, whatever, right? But when you see this pattern, it's a good thing. Just remember that. So what I'll do is I'll set up an alert here. Pull it up a little bit so that I don't miss it. And then I'll set up another alert here so that when price breaks this pattern, I will know. So what I'll do, I will do this, or I will do this. So these are the two trading plans that I have. Okay. Wow, it's happening right now. All right. Hopefully I will not miss it before I finish this video. And because Bitcoin is not doing very well, it means the majority of other coins are not doing well either. Next, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is pretty much the same with Bitcoin, right? You can see the support and resistance here. We are also at a critical point of time where the support is being tested at 2,967. We want to make sure that, if it looks like if price doesn't break the support here, it's going to consolidate a couple more times back and forth. So this is like a $700, $70 range for Ethereum. If you're trading positions like 100 Ethereums per position, it'll be a healthy $7,000 profit if you manage to get in here and then sell here, right? So see, it's sizable if you scale up all the time. Like it works all the time. But will I be trading Ethereum here? I'll have to wait and see. I really have to wait and see. It's not the best. Just I'll be cautious. I'll be cautious, right? I'll just be doing either Ethereum or Bitcoin. I would rather wait for it to come down up here. It's safer this way. It's safer this way. It means that the trend at least is confirmed, right? Whoa. Okay, this means that it's going down. Let's see. Yep, it's going down a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. It's all within the plan. It's all within the plan. All right. So because that's how Bitcoin and Ethereum, like given how Bitcoin and Ethereum is doing, there isn't really much to do or to see for other coins. Just, unless, look at this, right? I wouldn't touch this. It's just a little bit crazy. No, I wouldn't touch it. It doesn't work. Look at this, right? No. Near, no. Buy. I will not touch it. Sorry. It's just too risky like this. KMD, maybe it's not as crazy, but I would still pass just because look at how much it's dropping, right? BNB is interesting though. BNB is interesting. So BNB, I don't know. Like there's this clear line here, right? The support at 340 ish, kind of, yeah. However, given the most recent China crackdown of exchange, I will be very cautious. I will wait for the trend to go up like this a little bit before I dive in, right? So BNB is no go. Next, ICP. ICP is doing, if you look at the daily time frame, right? It's still consolidating within 28 and 80. But there are definitely look at this. So this is a pretty interesting support resistance exchange right here. Although it's coming down like this, right? I will probably be seeing consolidating here. I want to see this, right, before I get in. But ICP is definitely a lot more promising than some of other coins, given how the trend is slowing down. The downward trend is slowing down. It means that it'll go up like this later. At least it will have the opportunity to go up. If the downward trend doesn't slow down like this, there's no way, right? That's just how the trend works. Solana. Well, Solana is not doing very well, but it's slowing. Look at the trend is slowing down, just like ICP, right? It's slowing down a little bit, and if it keeps hovering around this area, I will probably get in when the downward trend stabilizes, like maybe a couple more times between 133 and 143 before it goes up. This is just one scenario, but still I will wait until the trend is truly showing itself. Okay, don't go in right now. It makes no sense. FTT got some pretty nice bump yesterday because of the closure of OKEX and Huobi, because due to China's reinforcement of the regulations around cryptocurrency. So that sort of gave us a pretty good bump here, but it didn't last. That's just FTT. People are not trading FTT that much, and the majority of FTT holders are staking it on FTX, just like what I'm doing. And I don't intend to sell my FTT in the short term, so it doesn't really matter how much FTT goes up or how low it goes down. The amount of money that I'm making by having the discount on the transaction fee is already good enough. So I'm not too worried about FTT. DOT. It doesn't look good. It's definitely at this crucial support and resistance exchange, but I want to look at this, right? It's just too sharp. Even if I reduce the slope, it's still a little bit too sharp. I don't like seeing this. I will wait. The rest, it's pretty much the same, right? Filecoin is interesting because it has been hovering up and down like this, but after hitting all-time low a couple hours ago, maybe a couple days ago, because it's 4 hour, right? It's at this already. It's at this 62, because it was hovering around 62 for the longest time. So this is definitely one of the more crucial support resistance line. And if we're seeing this, then there's definitely something going on for Filecoin. But I'll have to wait and see. I'll set up an alert here if it goes up like this. All right. But right now, no, I wouldn't get in. But this definitely looks promising, right? This definitely looks promising. There are a lot of Filecoin miners moving out of China right now. Probably given this will potentially give Filecoin a boost in terms of value, probably 3-6 months down the road. I don't know about that, but if that's happening, you will be able to see it in the chart. All right, so Filecoin, something to pay attention to. Matic, AVAX is surprisingly strong, given how short. So Avalanche has some really interesting projects on their project home. All right, so definitely worth checking them out. And given how fluctuating the market is recently, Avalanche has been the price of Avalanche has been holding up really, really well. I'm actually quite surprised. I thought it's going to be a a one-time miracle of sorts. But it's definitely holding up a lot longer than I thought. Will I buy Avalanche? I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see. But what I will probably be participate in the IDOs on some of the projects that's happening on Avalanche protocol, and later I'll post them in a separate video. But definitely Avalanche is something to pay attention to, because right now, look at this, right? It's slowing down. The drop is slowing down, and it's not going down anymore. So that means we probably will be able to see a bounce back somewhere here, because Avalanche has been doing really, really strong. What I'll do is I will set up an alert here to make sure that there's something that I'm looking at, and then I'll mark it red here. DYDX, I completely missed it. And I get mad because I completely missed it. I sold here. You can see the little mark, right? I sold here. I don't like it. I mean, there's definitely opportunities to get in here. I wasn't in front of my computers, and it was way too early. I had to send my kids to school, so that didn't happen either. I'll just have to wait and see. All right? I'll just have to wait and see what's gonna happen here. All right, other coins, I'll skip them. So I guess that's it, folks. Thank you, and I'll see you later.